I have a special pattern surprise for you. We have a bonus pattern for the Hybernitting 5 ebook. I designed this small accessory called the Glowhair Frost Scarflet. So if you love knitting those lace stitches from the Glowhair Frost shawl, I wanted to do a little skinny scarf variation that you could use with some leftover colors or some single balls of mohair and just a quick project that'll take you a week or so to knit, or some of you speedy knitters might be able to do this in a weekend. But this is the size of the Glowhair Frost Scarflet. It's a really skinny scarf you can wrap around one time, and there's enough enough length from the tails to tie once to keep it on your neck. But this is done with fingering weight yarn. Just like the Glowhair Frost shawl, it was working with fingering weight yarn and our Westwool Glowhair, that lace weight mohair silk. You're going to need 3 colors of the Glowhair, just like the big shawl, but only two skeins of the bicycle. This is our Westwool bicycle, which is non-superwash. It's a little bit more lofty than our tricycle yarn, which is superwash. So it's very voluminous and has a bit of volume and a little bit of a lofty fluff in the fabric. So I chose this one for the little skinny scarf so that it has a little bit of structure and isn't too slinky and too drapey. It's got a nice woolly loft to it. So with 2 skeins of bicycle, you're going to use that main color throughout the entire shawl, the entire little scarflet. So that main color, I used sand for my warm color version. 2 skeins of Westwool bicycle and the light sand. So you're always going to hold one fingering weight yarn throughout the entire scarflet, and you're always going to marl the Glowhair colors from light to dark. So I started with this little cast on. You're going to do an I-cord cast on and do this seed stitch section, and you're going to do little mohair stripes. Actually, it was this tip. Yeah, this was the cast on. It starts with seed stitch, and you're going to do the main color. I chose my lightest mohair for a little stripe, and then you drop one mohair, and then you'll do a little mohair marl with your next color. Drop that one, and then your next big stripe will be with the darkest color. So you get this beautiful tint along the fabric, similar to those mohair marled sections in the Glowhair Frost shawl. The difference between this scarflet and the shawl is that there's always mohair held throughout the entire scarflet, versus the shawl, which had sometimes mohair, sometimes just the fingering weight wool. So this is all mohair for that fluff factor. And then lace, the same lace patterns. These are all charted in the pattern, so you can follow along the chart or the written instructions and do those cool lacy buds, some simple eyelets, and it has that same rhythm to the Glowhair Frost shawl, where you pay a bit more attention during those lace sections, doing some cables, and then you get a break with simple knits and purls, where you don't have to think as much. So this is the overall shape. You're gonna increase to the center, and then that center lace section is just knit as a rectangle. So I think it's much easier knitting than the Glowhair Frost shawl. It's less knitting, less fabric. It's a more simple construction. So you're gonna find more moments of relief throughout the project and get to decrease and sprint to the finish for that final tip. So let's dive into some color palette inspiration. We put a lot of kits together at Stephen Penelope where you can pick your favorite combo, and I've pre-selected all of the mohair pops for you, like this palette, which has white peach, a light main color for bicycle, and then light to dark, you'll just need 1 ball of each color, white peach, flamingo, Beatrix. This will make a really fresh, light and bright coral pop scarflet. So this would be really fun. Most of the color palettes that I put together as our kits at Stephen Penelope feature a light color, because I found that when I was knitting this version, when I used that light color, it made the lace stitches pop more. If you have a dark main color, it's gonna be a little more shadowy in the fabric and the lace stitches won't pop out quite as brightly. So most of the kits feature a light color as the main. This is glass, and I paired it with glass, brackish, and Norway for a teal turquoise Glowhair Frost scarflet. For you green lovers, you could do a really bright color pop with the pickle juice, and then I put pickle juice, avocado, and green olive. So if you're making your own palette, you could pick your main color and then match that main color for your first mohair choice, and then do a little gradient trio. Light, medium, dark for a nice green marl. These grays would be really cool and smoky for neutrals. This is Dutch Sky, Reykjavik, and Canal House for Westwool Glowhair, and I use Dutch Sky for that kit as the main color in Bicycle. If you're working with a hand-dyed yarn that comes in 100-gram skeins, you just need one skein. 100 grams of fingering weight yarn. Westwool Bicycle comes in 50-gram skeins, so you're gonna need 2 of those. But if you're stash diving, you could even use a partial ball of yarn. Just check those yardage requirements and make sure you have enough yardage of your main color, and then contrast color 1, 2, 3, light to dark. A couple more final palettes. You could do a purple, a light unicorn, and then Fandango and Aubergine. This is our purple kit for you purple lovers. And then that original sand that I showed you in the beginning. I just loved the vintage effect of these warm browns. And then I'm doing a sea mist as my main color for this blue sample. This is really subtle, so this is what the fabric is gonna look like if most of the color choices you have are all really similar or all very light and dusty. There's not gonna be as much contrast as this palette. There was a moment where the light color and the dark color were marled together in that last lace section, which gives a really cool static effect. But if you don't want that much contrast, go really subtle with your color choices and just get something really light. You could just do even something like this, these really light neutrals. Gray, maybe this peachy color. Something like this could be really soft and whispery, and then every single lace section will be very subtle with the light combinations. So this is Sea Mist, and I believe I held Sea Mist in Glowhair with Blue Spruce and Morgaine, I believe. Ooh, is that right? Sea Mist, Blue Spruce, and Morgaine, I think were my mohairs. So they were dusty blues, but that light blue was the main color, giving it that soft, dusty effect. So this pattern, we're gonna do this as an individual download. If you just want to download the single pattern, that's on Ravelry and Westknits.com. And if you already got one of our Glowhair Frost Shawl kits from that November, December kit release, you got that Hibernating ebook. So you'll get an ebook update. So make sure if you got the Hibernating 5 ebook that had that Glowhair Frost Shawl in it, this will be a free pattern update in the Hibernating ebook, or you could just get it as a single pattern. So I hope you love knitting that quick little accessory. I love mixing in these small types of projects in between the bigger shawls and your sweater projects, because they give you that instant gratification and that encouragement to finish something so you can cast on something new. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.